Hi, this is another, how could I say, crazy video about psychic connections, viruses, infections, and whatever evil does. And the real definition of roses and what the mind can actually do to another mind, and how organized and clever narcissists and fascists are with this underground mind game, the secret collaboration that ends up in a psychic fight between Gandalf and Saruman, kind of thing. Except that when you're one, like me, I have this very busy server, if you can say, because the gangsters would call me mon best in French. So that made me, because I had to deal with them a lot. I even dealt for a while. I put that on the level. Yeah. I even dealt for a while, and they kind of, the collaboration starts really young. This society sabotage they used to do, well, they still try doing, actually. Just right there's an example how the colors changed in society a bit, and a lot of turquoise appeared. So, well, whatever was turquoise and black influence was very powerful. So they kind of took the yellow and turquoise and put it on candies. So they're still fighting for their economy and their capitalism bullshit and stuff. So yeah, it's about how narcissists are able to enter your mind, and because fascists are going to be the first ones to laugh at this, or to say this is crazy, and that I'm doing a psychosis kind of thing, or I'm a schizophrenic or whatever. Well, my psychiatrist took my medication off, and she believes in magic. She when I say, well, there's magic, those illnesses come from roses, and those are from fascists that thought that narcissists that are mostly narcissistic dominators and dominators. And why do I love dominators? Why do I make people love dominators? I tend to say that on love. I think they're getting me to speak upside down again, to do everything the opposite way, to place everything the wrong way. When there's this sabotage they did. See, an example is when I connect to my inner self. I'm packed with those roses. I have this big rose. I'm always leaning on. I'm one, and I'm always leaning on two and three. Well, if everybody passes me to two, that passes me to a corner, that ends up to a heart, a hook. The hook has temptation and need on it, and it leads to a death road where an infinite number of persons, because objects, they get you to tag a sequence of persons, and why numbers are important to them, or the camp, or the 2 and 3. 2 is actually Harley Quinn most of the time, and sometimes she makes it to 1. Sometimes she's fucking around with 1, and she makes it to they're passing the first place kind of thing. But all is supposedly 1, so all is 1. But there's still this sequence, because the way roses and bad spells and bad luck and destiny kind of was programmed, because we were subject to some sort of a program, and all these people lately have been falling to robot mode, and they all go puppet style. When I speak to them, I get puppets that fit their heads whenever I go like that, and I kind of get in control. So that and being the best made me their sort of nemesis. Well, they made me their nemesis because I was always successful at most of the things I tried, so they made me the one most likely to succeed. But I got surrounded, and they would separate the apostles and Jesus with a good night kind of thing. That's why they write good night on Harley Quinn's baseball bat. So it's because it says good night noche, as in to sleep night. But what it actually means in bird language, because with the war and narcissistic fascist war language of manipulation, the bird language, it's in Wikipedia. It's a word game with anagrams and letters. They actually all the letters have a specific role psychically. They are entities, or there's a person or a character's soul or something impregnated in them, and people claim possession all the time. And well, there's kind of this revolution going on where we're trying to take possession of symbols that communicate the goodwill and good updates kind of thing. Like when you're kind of attracted to your phone and you stare at your phone, that is a psychic update. And what they're getting me to do, what I have no choice to do actually is, or I have this tendency to work on this sequence all the time, because that Harley Quinn hook sequence was actually some kind of a Route 66 or something. It was if I'm not mistaken, I think it's the same thing. The hook route in the Route 66 is this death road where where Harley Quinn passes you two of your favorite objects. Well, it makes you tag two of your favorite objects with 3 and 4 and 5 and 6, and then they took possession of all the numbers to I don't know how much, that actually become a person or a movie character or something. With that kind of, with the same orientation, when they react the same way, at the same time they'll say the same type of thing as that was said in the character in the movie. And when they moved and did this and did that, they were programming a certain dynamic that would happen if they were referred to in real life. And then by speaking and by being clairvoyant, I'm one. So one has a gift. So and I have lots of visits. I have lots of friends up here. I hear voices. I'm not schizo though. I'm telepath. They're telepath. Not, narcissists are telepaths, and you can also command and program your own subconscious with just by thinking, the power of thought. And you can even make it to a zone where your thought goes beyond and programs the whole reality of everything. And me, that rose that confronts me to the front all the time, it confronts me. And a lot of people, all the girls have Harley Quinn in them, and they have Anne in them. Anne is a killer psychopath woman. I don't know where she comes from. I don't know why they call her Anne. I don't know. It's not Anne of Green Gables, that's for sure. Green Gables is all fun to hear. But Anne has an anarchist after her, because Anna is Nazi, supposedly. And then there's they even made Prince Harry and Arian, royal prince and princess Ariane. So it's all this Nazi and fascist domination, where they changed all the effect, well, all that influence, pretty much each letter and numbers. So as long as there's you can see some, they all become a a sequence of people passing immediately when you spot them. Whenever you focus on them or look at them, they already passed, and in the middle of the pass, somebody had a reflex to move that flashes you a smoke or death or something deadly while tempting you. It flashes you and tempts you to it. So every time, and every time your peripheral vision uh, spots an object with the energy in it, it reactivates it. But it flashes you death every time. And that's when there's a, I always thought you get these crunchers in your head. If you say harden and it stiffens in your head, and you get these things you can crunch. But what I'm not sure is those are kind of tubes, U-tubes. Use playing those, and they occupy places where they can command you. And when you're traveling in your mind, you're actually and when you're in my place or one's place, most people have all this dough inside them, or tape we call. It's often the tape flashes here. I'm attracted to the tape, and I have all this octopus of tape wiggling in my head, and that tape is actually programmable. It's energy that's layers with love on them. Well, there's this is not love. Love is love, because they gave me the pedophile thing because I'm a good knight. And the pedophiles have this sexy thing that they would call love, telling them telling them kids stuff while they feel that thing. The pedophiles were made up. All the illnesses are made up. It's all this magic trick. These draperies of rat people and evil narcissists and stuff and then even I had the Catholic Church crawling up my back and living in the cellar, making me bite my tongue every time I use a swear word. The fuckers, they don't have any. I don't want any fucking Christian people or Christianity or any church stuff in my mind. But they occupy anyways. They try to dominate, because we actually got dominate. Why am I saying dominate with the? They're saying me. Oh, they're saying you to dominate. Probably no. You shouldn't dominate at all. Maybe they're getting on top some sort of the way because they changed the colors and all that, or maybe because they got me working in the wrong direction. I don't know. But I was stuck on that death trail for a while. I want to smoke every 2 seconds, and then they had this mouth thing that was getting me to scrape my tongue on my teeth every time I chew or do something. And I have these. Right now I have this thing crawling in my mouth. I don't know what it is. And it was all connected to the back on little wires, and fake commands were telling me to not contract and this and that, to open those up. Whenever those would open up, my tongue would start going crazy, and I'd bite myself. And now the right cheek's itching me. Eh? This is the right flank. I know they like to play a lot on the front, but objects. See, this is my favorite object. So this is Harley Quinn, and the Joker is what I do for a living. He's in here, and he's also there. They traded the red and black chair, and now I think they're back there in something I see. And always in something you like the most, or whatever you like the most in your vision, or what you use the most that's good for you. They'll have two good objects in the passing sequence, and the third starts flashing you death. And until whatever, every time you look at an object, it flashes you death between the other pass. And those are cats, I think, that pass. But I was at the food the other day, stuck with this mouth problem, a rose kind of thing, and then I was always, they were always twisting up and had these tentacles things that were all bended like that, with that you had to stretch out and snap and crunch to keep the bad habit of those roses are kind of bad curves in the state that you're supposed to read straight, and with no wire in it, or no horny sex temptation testicle fucking thing that I'm touching here. That's a rat. That's usually the Joker or Harley Quinn because they tempt you with that. And love, they keep you away. But love is love. But love, I'm having trouble speaking of love because I have all these contacts that are keeping my chin away from what I'm really supposed to do. It's keeping me on the temptation one. The temptation this time leads to the when I touch a temptation or when you touch, I kind of have a long magical tendon that goes down this tube, and in this tube, this thing is they're alive. These things keep, and then you have to look crazy. And I usually put music on them, and music, unless there's a command that's tell you to not put the music at the right place, you got to get your ears open. I would love to, if you're a good person, we're probably not connected, so we should connect if we're good persons to the psychic realm, the psychic realm. Now, not when I'm thinking they're making me mistakes, they're making me show you the wrong thing. There's still this thing fooling me when I talk and try to show things, especially, or feel things to good people. Some things makes me not be able to go forward because the horn goes backwards and it's all attached. They were all going back down, hiding down there because I was blasting the music up here on the horn. But now it's all folded down and they still have me wrapped up in this thing. I can feel this energy stuff and it's all wrapped up, and as I speak I'm either unwrapping or wrapping my room, then it starts crunching and resisting, and it gets hard. And then this one, when you turn this, people go, whoa, they turn around when you yank this hard part, and it actually gets people to move and react. And then your eyes keep on bringing whatever's troubling you back and retagging it when you're taking it off. It's this never-ending story. It's impossible. Well, it is possible to remove it, and we'll find a way how to remove this and put things normal. But they're actually starting to give good things now. At least when you pick an object for the sequence, if you're good, you get good things that you have to do, and you get reminded of the constructive stuff. So music, when you blast on the love, they see the love's on they're telling you to love the skateboard. Okay. But I said love, and it got attracted me to the skateboard. You got to pay attention to where this and that word attracts you to, where words bring you, what words do to you. Words have power, and they have power. Words that give roses. They had every little girl equipped with a rose thrower. My daughter's at 12, and she was throwing these things that were killing me out of her right tit. I could see I could feel the vortex, the energy, the love. See, I have love, and it's bringing me the sex. It's love, and they're making me touch this instead. Love, don't touch this. I have to program myself because they're making me show people that what they use for temptation, this is temptation. What I feel, you probably don't feel it. I'd have to connect and make you feel your temptation, I guess, and to tempt you to say now you're tempted, and this is what they're playing around when you're tempted. But I feel tension. I feel I'm pulling on something. I don't know what I'm pulling. Yeah, I pulled on the love. Love's there, so we should probably untwist untwist this one, and I feed them up the chimney. But I think they can father and mother me from the chimney. Because what they did is they replaced my family. When I think of my family, the familia is actually the familia. The familia. See, they're making me speak Italian or something. They want us to love Italians now. See, it's all love, horny feeling kind of thing. They want you to fuck Italians, I think. I don't know, whatever they're making me want you to love, they're actually making you want to fuck or something. Just see, I'm still giving you this thing. They want me to love skateboard, I guess. Or what's in the skateboard? See, I have all these sensations. Most common people are all wrapped up in their sexual, not this one, it snaps. It's those breakers. Whenever I meet people, I'll start this over. Whenever I meet people, I can jump into their head and activate, grind down hard parts that trigger bad commands, and I trigger them. I have to crunch my own mind too when I meet 2, 4, 3, 5. And actually, I think that whenever I have a guy in front of me, he's actually always 3. And then whenever I have a woman in front of me, she's actually 2, which be either the Joker or Harley Quinn I have to deal with. For a while, they weren't even looking at me. Then they managed to get me with this silly rose. And then I have all these competition between tattoo studios that are all trying to close me. And somebody's just fucking slid my tongue on the fucking teeth as a punishment. I get punished all the time for what I say, for what I do, and especially the tongue biting. The tongue biting they just love. Bite my tongue all the time, whenever, and it's always when I speak of certain stuff or this, and I was gonna speak about it, they kind of bit me for me not to go here, so I think I have to go this way, in the tunnel of spaghetti. It's like spaghetti, and then I got a little horny crumb here. You gotta put music on it. It's all like sands in there, in the pulley system. You might think I have a monkey in the pulley system. I don't care. And now music is playing with me. It's making me go dang, dang, dang. Usually music just grabs me. What you got to do is when there's music, you gotta focus on the music. Bring it to your antenna. Bring the music to your antenna, and then relax and let your body move to the music. The music moves your body, and then just beware of fake commands that tell you to go the wrong way. To know you're not going the wrong way, to melt those breakers and those commands that sabotage you and keep you in this evil fascist game, is to follow the love. Now I'm on the real love. Earlier in the video, here's another horny thing that is not love. It's more of a temptation. It's running away. It's playing around. I can't catch it. You just say this is it. It is usually something that tickles you and plays around with your sex chakra. It's a bit. There's love and there's a sexual feeling, and now there was this really horny feeling kiss they would give too, where you would just get naked right away and get laid, kind of thing, because it was so pig style feeling. And then all your habits would all change, and you'd have all these bad reflexes. You'd be calling but what you're actually doing, you have to watch all the objects around you. Put music on, relax, and try to focus in this zone where you can see where you're attracted. Try to unlock your eyes or something, and to leave them really numb, and to not contract any muscles, and just let the music. In the music, it will grab you on the love, and then you try to be really, really, really subtle, and try to concentrate on which direction it's cracking. There's these hard things I have to crunch, I think. And it gets you to these things that crunch in your head, like crack. That's what crack would do too, because they would kiss you this snake thing, like ride this snake, like what's his name, Jim Morrison. Well, that's exactly what you kind of have to do. It's kind of these snakes. Oh, there we go. There's another. So usually when you have one of these things that feels horny, it brings you somewhere. It brings you to an object or something. I think it's giving me the candy. I'm diabetic, so they're making me want to eat candy, and people when I'm at the store will all talk about candy when I'm there, because I always kind of start erasing all the bad lights automatically. And then I get people that scare me and stuff. So I crunch their, like I crunch shows. I crunch these things, and they're all bad reflexes, bad commands, bad, and they're all over the place. And I keep on picking them up, and sometimes you're taking them out, and they're telling you to put it back. These roses are crazy, and they make illnesses with that. And that's why you got to condition your subconscious mind to push back and push away illnesses and viruses and all that. Illnesses and viruses. Yeah, okay. Yeah, the horny one is the Joker's one and the Harley Quinn's one. So that's where I was putting the illnesses, and then the good stuff. The good stuff. See what I put good? It's a love feeling more, but it still makes them love good, because whatever you put on the love feeling, that you have to learn. You have to unwrap your chakra and find your love chakra and activate it. If you don't feel any love, because I'm feeling all this kind of love or sex feeling just by moving. I have all this evil, and it's all evil, that stuff. It's all evil roses and evil combinations, and so you have to load that love with what you want them to do. That's how you program it. That's how you program evil, because they're all either in the pit back there, and this stuff crawl up when you poke in there, and there's these twisted energy things that have a twist in them, and the twist is always a bad rose, and they're crawling back on me again. And often there's this slimy, what you call I can't miss this one. They have this other rose. You're always pressing on the wrong key, and when you're texting on your phone, it's so frustrating. And you can see when you go slowly, you kind of see it attracts your finger. This magic thing puts it beside. Whoever has trouble texting, take back, tune in, focus. Oh, somebody's affecting our focus. You say words, and then you go numb, and you feel all these hard things on words that are keeping us from having the true effect and true significance of words. And it's just crunching crazy. I don't know what I'm saying, that in which realm I'm playing, having what I'm evoking or what my words are dragging up, but stuff I'm saying is getting all these tentacle things to crawl up me again. So I should be blasting them when they crawl up like that. I should shutting it down and sending them back down to the pit or something. And maybe that's what they worked on in the pit, is they worked on all these roses and sabotages to get one to do what they want. Because one, but what they don't know is one is, as far as I'm concerned, is below the people that have better influence and values and moral. In this X, two pyramids, I think, one upside down, one upside up. The bottom one is the one where we dictate to fascists how to behave. But the problem is they manage to get in one's head and get him to work for them. So what you're doing when you're unconscious, or when you're not thinking, or when you stop thinking, whenever you start or stop something, whenever you don't notice, when you're alpha, like one, or even sigma or whatever, because you control whatever dynamic, like a puppet show. You're dragging people from there, getting these people closer, then blah 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 blah. And what the Joker would do is, whenever you love or love dismantles those roses, love dismantles and programs the rose correctly, because they managed to build it so it's practically impossible. It's a never-ending story. You're always dragging something back, and there's always people programmed to put everything you changed back to an evil dynamic, and then they put these cancer words in your head, and there's all these wires that crunch. I wonder if good music, some of those might be bad tunnels that good music closed, but I wouldn't think that it'd be hard stuff like that the bad time. I don't think good would put hard breakers in the tunnels that snap like that. But maybe the snapping we shouldn't take off. I haven't figured that out yet. Maybe I'm going backwards when I'm snapping those claw things. That there's one claw. I can do yours. What objects flashing when you click when an object flashes. You look crazy. I look really silly. And I still have this sore tongue. I've been biting it for 3 days. They really and I keep hearing this fucking Tanu's fucking word. This competitor. They have this goal of closing me or something. They're sabotaging me, and they're getting me to get no clients and push away whatever clients and send them to Tatouage Calypso. That would mean that I just programmed them. Yeah, they keep on flying up on this area of my mind, of the mind space, where they attract all the clients, and they always swindle. A lot of companies with success actually sabotage the client flow of other companies psychically on the collective mind space. When they think of clients, well, they would tunnel a funnel going towards their name and keeping away from competitors' names and blocking with that hard stuff that competitors tunnel and all that. Competitors, if it would be my competitor's tunnel, I should leave it there and not snap it. My competitors, see, I just name them, and I get this blob of love stuff on the top of my head, and I'm biting my tongue, just playing with it. So you get all these sabotage people and assholes that keep you from making it to the top, or you don't even want to get to the top. Ouch! I bit my tongue again. Yeah, I'm always biting my tongue. It's telling me bite your tongue. There, it's a fucking idiot. For everybody else, it is good because it is me, and it is one of the ones, and ones are good. But they're putting breakers on them where they are. That represents one also. So I don't know what to think, because that red and black chair at the beginning was René. It was a born rat. It was a born wolf. It was the Joker. And then the Joker, when I started hitting on and talking to the chair and giving bad names and swearing at the Joker, but I noticed he switched it for Harley Quinn, and I was giving all the shit to Harley Quinn. It was dedicated to the Joker. Because I'm fed up of having them right next to me, fucking killing me and sabotaging me and getting rid of me. What the fuck? They're assholes. Who the fuck do they think they are? Think I'm not gonna defend myself? Like, no, let's play. I have like two nice, beautiful cheeks. Mine doesn't have a fucking black heart on it. That black heart's yours, for fuck's sakes. Have fun in there. Now love it. So I have to protect myself from this mental game where they command me to sabotage myself all the time, and I'm still biting my tongue saying that. Because whenever I talk about that, they make me bite my tongue. Whenever I say the truth, they make me bite my tongue. They punish me. They send me bad shit. And there's all this mechanism that only I notice. So I'm not like in the Apology of Socrates, where I saw this whole reality. A lot of musicians saw this reality. I recall an Arch Enemy photo picture where she has these long horns on, like what stretches out of my head. That's why they say the devil has horns. I'm the devil. I was it for so long. They made me the devil. They made me Jesus, and they made me the devil. I have both of those in me. It is black and white now, and we're trying. And what I did is I fucked Harley Quinn. She has no more lights going. And then she has to fix her bat. I'm sick of she's pretending to help and being on the left hand while she still has good night written on that bat. It hasn't changed. Nothing has changed. We cut her hair. We got her all nice in yellow pants and all that and blah blah. But she never changed the baseball bat. You know, she's still batting on me. They're still crucifying me. They're still sending me to the fucking corner, hard hook type of thing, and then the snow and the poking the nose with the needle and the whole fucking death sequence and passing stuff. And it's all whoever surrounds you starts that sequence wherever you're at. And I was fucking fighting with this other guy fighting with his head. We were two silly guys avoiding and trying to keep up with one another. Whenever he would go and be told to go this way, well, that was what was going to cause my tongue and shit to go all crooked. So I had to predict them and undo his messages he'd get, his orders he'd get, because everybody's running under orders. That catapult with fucking telepathy. And we can change the dynamic and how people act with us from our living room the day before we do something, just by saying how they're going to react and what's going to happen. And say this person, that person, that person, and you say what's going to happen, and then you just have to turn the heads and get good people to look at each other and to avoid evil people, and then to get evil people you got to keep them separated. Well, actually, two evil people together have this. One is killing the other dynamic, and one does kill now. One's been killed for 20 years. He's out to kill now. He kills. He is I. But she is a killer fascist machine still, that wants white dental on. She is sick. She needs to be fucked. Well, fuck the psychic way. You must fuck she, because she has this unlockable whatever, I don't know, on her, and she's fucking tattooed white. You know, I don't know how people are gonna get she back in Eve and all that, but the she I saw was actually successful and all that. She had all these. Her face was owned by all her parts of her body. Is this asshole wanting her or using her image and what she represents to kiss people? And she's a tattoo artist, so they program her to kiss the evil tattoo, kisses the roses in the tattoos, and that's locked in blood and pain. So it's really hard. You can take them out. You have to go through the memory and time to get both hormones and whatever the blood secretes that you can identify and associate with. And then you have to get the pain from their memory when they got it done, associate with the color and this and that. And combining all that, you can change by loving all those three things on a tattoo and re-kiss the tattoo with a proper good kiss and have a good effect on all tattoos. But that's why they took control of the tattoo shops, is because they got artists programmed to give their evil kiss to the tattoos. And that would start this fascist dynamic and this Harley Quinn passing. Everybody passes to Harley Quinn. Everybody gets past to Harley Quinn, and everybody, or almost everybody, gets this death sequence kind of thing. Or they get hooked and addicted and told stuff they're not, and they get everybody gets a free illness. And then when you see doctors, the tape flows and you get a fucking you get a Christmas tree decoration flying up your ass, and it's all illness. The doctors kiss you illness and give you bad roses. They're keeping people sick. They're making people sick to sell medication and to treat symptoms instead of healing illnesses and all that. And then I wouldn't be surprised dentists fucking. I had these tentacles crawling down my face into my teeth. I know I have a yellow finger. It's a heavy finger. Ding, 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 ding. Pow, 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 pow. Kill, kill, kill. Kill, motherfucker. Yo. Yeah, you gotta kill the motherfucker. Or get them to fuck fascist mothers and separate the fascist couples. Oh, did I say that? Yeah, that's what I hope happens. My destiny to fascists. My rosebush to fascists. So they live what I went through. That's what they would deserve. actually, but they're actually loving them and transforming them into something good. So I guess only the most stubborn ones are going to get my destiny and my kiss and my sabotage, Christ, stations of the cross life kind of well done more home kind of thing. And speaking the I'm I'm speaking the war language. No, I think I'm getting hacked too. I kissed the fuck out of the hacker. He was asking questions, asking for my codes, my passwords. It was mentally, he knew for some sort of way, because he can ask you what you're doing, what you're up to, and you answer. So they have an eye too, but this eye is corrupting one. And I don't know if I'm the only one getting all this psychic peer pressure and commands that make me do evil, that I always have to fight with constantly. But everybody's getting these evil instructions all the time. They only get good instructions when they listen to music, good music, not 80s rock and roll. That's rock and roll, not 80s rock and roll. Don't love rock and roll. You have to rock and roll hate rock and roll. Rock and roll is hate. Rock and roll is it. Don't love rock. Something's making me say rock and roll on love. Why would I say rock and roll on love? Rock and roll is really bad. I'm possessed. I've been programming you. I think they're making. I'm trying to figure out where the love goes when I talk, what effect my speeches has, and what words are being loved, and what people love. I say love, but I say it with hate. So it probably depends who I'm speaking to. I might be. I'm honest right now. I'm pretty Johnny-like and straightforward. I don't know if my emotion is enough to cover the false instructions. We all have false instructions, I think, that make us place the words at a wrong place. The only way to speak properly is to be nosy. But even the nose, the Joker is a brown nose. Not a brown nose, but how I'd say. It's a Rene. It's a born rat. The born rat is an evil speaking nose, and they put that into me. So what you do, and they have all these. When you think of a word, go. When you think of a word, go let it tighten up in your mind, and you see that there's this crunchy. Well, if you feel the energy, you got to feel the energy. You gotta tune in and focus on this. Focus inwards, and then wiggle a bit and feel what's inside here. In here, move here, and then feel. There's this gooey, slimy stuff that twirls around with love on it. So I'm bringing love. I'm bringing people to the candy, and am I? I don't know what I'm doing. Maybe because I'm talking to myself, I'm trying to show myself the candy. Because I'm programmed to kill myself and to sabotage myself, and to give myself problems and to do everything the wrong way and this and that. The wrong way. No, that's the right way. That is the right way. See, they're making me do everything opposite. So everything I said should be replaced the true way and the way I would really see it, being myself, not under the influence of somebody making me speak to get fascism an advantage again. So I don't know. I don't know how I'd have to listen to my video, but I'd say that everything was getting corrected as I speak, and I was bringing the proper things at the proper place, because the wrong way, the wrong way. Oh no, the way was the book, I guess. Yeah, the way was the book. It's a crass book. It's a really good book. It's the Ways of Crass or something. Anarchist group from the late 70s, beginning 80s. They became an artist. They had a punk band, anarchist band. Anarchy and Peace came from them. So they had there's a lot of rewiring to do in this octopus system of gooey 9-inch snails. I say snails because that's what he meant with 9-inch nails, I think. Because he was an alpha dude, and dude, yeah, they want us to like dude. You don't love dude. Do you love dude? We have to love. We have to love. I think I'm getting everybody to love everything that's wrong, so that makes them fuck that stuff. Oh no! What you put on love is making the rats love it. So I'm making them love dude. Okay, I'm doing it the right way, I guess. I guess I can trust my autopilot. It's crunchy again. I don't know what happened. And then the book is flashing. And then it cracks down here all the time. I don't know what this always reappears. It's a never-ending story, and there's love on it too. And this goes a gin. When you put that antenna on music, and you touch the love, music will grab your head and drag you in this what you call a maze of tunnels of YouTubes. You hurts my tongue. They don't want me to see you. See, they're hurting me with words that they don't want me to see, or something, or they don't want people to see. Am I connecting to people when I'm hurt? It's making me hurt you, I guess. Hurt goes forward. You have to be careful how you talk. You have to notice what you're doing with your head, on each word. And figure out a way to speak. This thing's giving me instructions, but I keep on losing the true instructions that make me speak them properly. Because sometimes you have to speak like a kid. So you have to be multiple personalities for this thing. And there's a lot of different ways. And since there's been a lot of different ones, I guess there's everyone's attitude that confronted this. Oh no, my cat's making me tired. My cat was making me tired going like this earlier. This was making me tired. This. So get rid of this. And it's all these bad things. What? I just can't wait to stop being wrapped and all this stuff. Well, what are they giving me now? The phone. They're trying to find something, but they don't know what I like best or what I'm going to look first. But the phone flashes if I'm not too... and then it crunches, and the phone flashes when it crunches. You got to see what you're attracted to. And there's crunchers. Look. Move. And there's all these... And this hard technical stuff is tentacles they bend a certain way that advantage them. They make them sell their shit and their fucking medication and all that. Yeah. Oh, now the left cheek is hurt. The left flank is being hit. I guess they're poking the left flank now. Be attentive to, pay attention to body language. What appears? A left arm, a right arm. Beware of the right arm. And white power to the garbage. White power to the toilet. 2 and 3 to the garbage, 2 and 3 to the toilet would be a logical thing to say. But they want you to love them and let them help you to kill yourself. So I don't know what to do with 2 and 3. Is that the bad night? And the bad night is what should be written on the baseball bat that Harley Quinn has. But how do you get the bad night to bat the bad night? I figured you take the character and you tell the character to make everybody beat the real life one. But not the actor. But she needs a pretty good wash, I think, because she got kissed from every single hole available. All this tape that makes the character makes her become the Harley Quinn. So, and she got stripped of her tape, the character. She has no more lights flashing. I fucked her. So no, somebody needs to fuck the Joker because he keeps on. But they're starting to give good things, and I'm falling in a good sequence once in a while. But I still have they're still showing me white crumbs all the time, and I don't know if it's a habit that I notice those that all the time. There's an object that the third object bumps me to those. If there's no smokes laying around. So this is really weird shit. I hope I managed the whole time I was making you feel all this. Let's fix the video. Go back in time. So I hope you felt all this and you understood and you got carried into places inside your body. Every time I was talking about stuff and showing you what was happening and what a rose was. And roses are what make illnesses. So you can make up a flower that makes you avoid and push back viruses down the way we normally burn, kind of thing. You make up mantras and watch the orders of words you do and what you do with words because they program your reality. And only when you're honest do you affect things in a positive way. When you're speaking like the eye of my son, my son, both sons. So you have to keep in mind that problems and fascists are sons of anarchy, and therefore we are their parents. Not we, but people, normal people are their parents, not we. Depending, I don't know who has we, so I wouldn't, because they got a game thing that says we also. So I don't know who we is in reality, because they took all the good words and put bad influence in them and put bad people. Mechanics, the effect of evil words, and put evil effects on words also. So you got to interiorize and look inside yourself and feel all these, and try to get to feel the energy. And if you're a good knight, well, you probably got problems with mental illness or psychosis. That's an awakening, and you probably have realized the realized. You're probably a marginal, a punk, a metalhead, a good soul, a good knight, are all insecure and single at the end of their life, as they were actually. Now they're gonna get girlfriends and stuff. So pay attention to what's going inside and open your eyes. You got to go inwards and work in opening your clairvoyance, and you have to get used. Don't push me back. You got to get used to this. Look for this. Look for this. This, what's flashing around you, would be when you lean on the person, you know what they're focusing on, or what they're making you love or want. So you have to notice what people make you want, because unconsciously people are controlling you and keeping you an addict if you're a good knight, or keeping you in bad habits, or insecure, or depressed, or whatever. They're doing something to your mind to make you act, and they're inhabiting you. They dwell upon tunnels and YouTubes of energy inside good nights. And they're all at the mental hospital, or dead, or homeless. All the most homeless people are good knights that have been sabotaged and dragged to the street, kind of thing. So you got to be careful. And poor people that are not being fed, and Africans are all being fascistized, and everybody's been kissed this fascist tape they have to get rid of. Fascist gets me tired. Something I say gets me, or subject I use gets me to yawn all the time. Or they're getting used to this, bored of this story, I don't know. I'm very space. So I hope people won't judge me for this incoherent, crazy, American psycho type of rose story. But you gotta believe me, they got those roses in the war language. And the war, they're making me say war on love. War, don't say on love. War. Yeah, say war with hate. War with hate. Oh, is on. It's W-R, war. Wart. It's a wart. Who art? No, we don't want who art. Who killed Benji? Who killed Kennedy? So we have to kill who. Because who is not nice. We have to transform and change who and you. So transform. No, connect. Now transform. Boo! Did the movie just cut? I don't know. Sometimes it cuts, sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes you notice and sometimes you don't. So I saw this psycho stuff. Hope you had fun laughing at me and taking this really seriously and learning on the roses and how to find them. Everybody has a rose inside them. That makes them work for fascists. That makes them work for fascists and in a fascist dynamic. A fascist doesn't turn me into a fascist speaker at all. Oh my God. I got all this love to grind down inside me, and I've been speaking. It's all went loose. I had this crazy rose. It was all tight. They were turning me into a pedophile and all that, and I'm still setting the pedophile up in my head. But we washed that. It doesn't do any evil no more. But I just said that, and it crawls up. I have to stop making him come up. I have to put him down, and you're going back down to the pit. You're gonna get washed. You gotta owe this, owe this. You gotta owe this, oh. You gotta press on the horny stuff and tell them what to do with it at the dispatch. So just talk to yourself and tell your body what to do. Tell the body to look for energy, to communicate with your inner self. I gotta communicate with my inner self. I gotta interiorize. I gotta focus inwards. I've gotta think. I gotta feel my mind. I gotta feel what's inside me. I gotta play with love and always melt evil roses and evil down that feels like love. And if somebody reacts when I touch that, I don't care. I don't change what I'm doing. I keep on melting it down because that's what making those people react a certain way and maintaining a control in a wrong order that's based on intimidation and intimidating the good night and the nerds and all that. So they're getting society weak in order to privatize everything and to get the government down and all the services privatized. That's what fascist does. It bats the good night. So it has to learn to start batting the bad night. And the capitalist manipulative creep that makes us do mistakes all the time. So it's been an hour. That's pretty much it. So have a nice one, and I hope you like this video. Subscribe and like.